personal emotional trainers in pet or fart. Okay, so uh, personal emotional trainers that I've been coming into contact with, and I don't know that there's one. I think that because I'm still learning the lesson that these interactions are teaching me, that they just keep coming. So it always begins with not always. It's often beginning with a person who is doing them, and that's the only way I can describe it. So people will send me a video of someone and ask me opinions of what it is they're saying. Is it valid? And that kind of thing. And there's always an emotional response inside of myself that that I believe the person giving the message is also selling. They're selling themselves, and for whatever reason that just gets me, because I inside the sales they want you to come back, so they don't give the person everything. They want them to come back. Adversely, not giving the person everything they need all at once may be helpful for absorption and assimilation and understanding and all this. So there's this interesting balance, and there's also a thing inside of me that I've understood, that I get. They have put the work in to be organized, to set up the space and the proper lighting, and to sit and think, and to all of those things that they have done. They've got their scripts on their phone that they're reading. They learned how to edit videos. They learned how to do that, and that's really commendable. Me, because my experience with technology not great. Channeling alone and speaking to people is really challenging to me. So to do that and then stay in a calm space to edit, like learn how to edit and do the edit, too much for me. I'm an organic, gonna fumble and go crazy and say things that I may have regret for, but it's a little bit more organic for me. So when I see people doing that, it does bring up this, because I'm not, and I think I should. And that's the crux of it, is that I'm not that. It doesn't feel that I am that inside of myself. But I feel like, because they have the 2,000 clicks or followers or whatever, I get sucked into that external validation of worthiness from somebody else. So that's really been an excellent reminder for me to go, settle down. Everybody is on their own branch, heading to the same trunk of the same tree. Relax. That's just how they're doing it. It's not right. It's not wrong. It's just is. So my pet for this, because today we're at the 50% mark, leaving a full moon, going into a new moon, and for me, the 50% mark of the lunar cycle is really sort of a key place in for me, as I tend to then really feel the energies shift from a focus on one particular house and way of being, so full moon energies versus new moon energies. So this is a really interesting day for me to move into a state of more acceptance of how I do it. I am me. There's cat trees in the back, regular dining room lighting, sitting at a table, just, this is it. If someone sees me in public, if they meet me in whatever way, this is what they're going to meet. They're not going to meet somebody who any longer actively cares for or carries a need for looking like somebody else or doing it like somebody else. And that's a really freeing and terrifying space to be in. So for all the people who are, out there being my pet, I can't speak for anybody else. I can't, this is my journey. I use these interactions and I study myself. I get my journal out and I write about it, and I write about where I clenched and how I got all nervous and I started moving around, or how my palms got sweaty, or whatever it is. I start writing it down and going, what is going on here? Why am I starting to feel uncomfortable and lose my center while having this interaction with this person? And without fail, I don't think I've explored a single reaction in myself that did not tell me a growth area. So that's why I look at these interactions in that way. They're very helpful. If something triggers me, it is a gift. It is a gift. It's not an attack. It's a gift. And I'm very happy to look at these beautiful videos of people telling somebody to put salt by their bedside table to help them sleep better, or wearing some sort of piece of copper, or a particular methods of leaving the body to transmute the energy in the energetic body, like all of those things. And there's lots of really great information out there. And for everyone who sends me videos that trigger me, I love you. I love you so much. And I appreciate you all so very much. So when I get a pet, and this particular pet, like these were gooders. You wake up in the morning and the very first thing you see is this perfectly placed blonde lady sitting on a couch with her hand over it, and the perfect lighting and everything that comes out of her mouth, minus a little edit, so you see, is like this marvelous arc of thought and everything. And that's what they do. I don't have a marvelous arc of thought. What I do have is a marvelous and tenacious and strong ability to watch the arc and understand, maybe I'm not part of an arc. Maybe I'm not. Maybe that's not the shape of my arc. So that was glorious. So not the shape of my arc. What a wonderful learning for this particular pet. Find your shape and go with it. Anywho, that's the ramblings for right now. I love you. I love you very much. And I wish you all a very great day. Bye for now. Only love lives here. Only love lives here. Only love lives here. Bye for now.